The shit are you freaking about Tama? Calm down.
こんなたくさんの鶏肉をこの値段でどうやって買ってきたのですか?
Ah, the fucking fried chicken. We're ready.
贅沢はするなとは言いましたが、ヒャーハーしてこいとは言ってないのですよ。これ、レンとリリアでヒャーハーしてきたの?
Yes. That is exactly how it worked.
いくら私たちのためって言われても、ヒャーハーしちゃダメですよ。
It's not like, why is it such a bad thing?
ヒャッハーってなんだい? 強奪行為全般のこと。
Oh, you're saying we're maniacally laughing because we're stealing. Oh, well, I didn't know that was going.
これがサキュバスの滲み出るフェロモンの力だよ。
Yes, it has its benefits.
お
Really?
肉屋さんが私にメロメロになって安くしてくれたの。ねえ、レン君。
Sure. Would your succubus pheromones happen to be secreted from your eyes? It's the word she uses for her fake tears. In reality, she wound up repelling the old man at the store. And me as well, incidentally. I feel bad for being part of that. I'll just have to make sure I buy some of the good pricier stuff next time. Well, anyway, dinner's gonna be ready at 7. I announce the serving time and get started preparing the kitchen dinner, breading Space Marine. Oh. Oh, are they all gonna do this? Nope, it's just Tama doing it. Didn't I tell you it'd be ready at 7? It's still only 6:30 p.m. I elect to fry the main course, the chicken, just before serving time, so it'll be fresh. Ooh. This little dragon girl keeps hovering around the kitchen the entire damn time. Don't even. Well, you're gonna have to sit your little booty down and wait. Like I said, I'll fry it right before I serve it, so be patient. Why not have some, I don't know, some of the lettuce from the side dishes to tide you over? Here, lettuce! She went in on it anyway. Wow, she eats like a living shredder. Here, have another one. Just right in the mouth. And another. You'll get this meat when I'm good and ready. Now go sit your ass down. Aw, it only took 3. Tama-chan's a funny one. Thank you, Ruria. I don't like how the music's this music. Yeah, then it won't be done at 7. Just go sit your ass down. Ooh, well, she's working on that.
その通りだよ。悪い？言ってもらいたくて悪いの？私がレン君の幼馴染でタマちゃんに何か迷惑かけた？このポンコツめ、開き直りやがったなのです。
Ladies, no fighting in the kitchen.
一体何がリリアちゃんをそこまで駆り立てるのですか？くぬぬぬ。
Oh, I don't get where this argument's headed anymore. What part of this even constitutes as an argument? Not wanting any part of it, I retreat to protect the chicken from any potential arm flailing. Even I can think ahead sometimes. I just want love. No! That's your weakness! Fucking stupid.
またやってるんだ、あの二人は。飽きないね。
No. Also, you got like like a smug face going on here. I was wondering the same. We stand behind the counter, speculating. We don't need to speculate anything. Spectating the clash of the morons. At least they're busy having fun together, for what that's worth. I can't afford to have Tama-chan keep popping in while I'm handling hot oil. Yabi-senpai, what's that you're holding? I realize that she's carrying a jar of something I've never seen before. God damn it.
うん。タマ先生には許可もらったから、リビングに置いておこうと思って。
Him? Yeah, a jar? What? Permission? For what? What the fuck is that? She places the jar on the counter with both hands. Then she removes a big black ball of fur roughly the size of a softball. What's this hairball? It's kinda, it's kinda floating there.
そっち側は背中か。
Oh, well, turn around, would you? Back. She turns the floating fur ball around. What the fuck is this game? I don't understand. Ugh. It's hard to look at it, but at the same time, its eyes are so deep and clear. Just stare into his eyes. Stare. Its gaze gives me the impression that it's wise in the ways of the world, like an old man who's traveled the earth for decades. But its teeth are so bright, like bleach white even. It's like some trademark smile you see on a character on TV or as some company mascot. If I were to describe it in one word, it's creepy. Undeniably so. Oh, it smiled. Seems friendly enough. Still creepy. Senpai, this is...
その昔、私が実家の近くの山に薬草を取りに行ったんだけど。
Okay, I don't need the backstory. I just need what the fuck this is.
その時に拾ってきたケサランパサランなんだ。
I wish I knew what that was. So, one of those roaming gossamer fluff balls you see in the woods, basically?
普通のケサランパサランは白い個体なんだけど、この子は体が黒いからっていう理由で仲間からいじめられててね。
Aww, well, that's sad.
ついついかわいそうで拾ってきてしまったんだ。
The fur ball bobs up and down in the air, constantly eyeing me. I'm sure it's a moving story to her, but somehow I can't feel so much as a tug on my heartstrings. Do all creatures of this kind make faces like that? Somehow I doubted the fur color is the only reason it was bullied. Wait, hold on. Oh, I see. So what, so the rest of them were white and they were bullying the black one? Oh, that's feels real bad. God, okay. So we're just gonna go past that. Does the little one have a name?
Shigeru.
Okay. Really? A name meaning overgrow? Don't you think that's a little too on the nose? Maybe it's just me, but I think that name draws way too much attention to the quality of his fur. Didn't everyone chastise me earlier for talking about others' problems? The creepy furball simply hovers there patiently as we speak. Does he talk? He's clearly focused on me, I know it. I mean, he's her pet, so I have no reason to object to him.
まあとりあえずこれからよろしくお願いするよ。
I mean, I think we will.
シゲルはちょっとキモい顔してるけど、すごく優しくていい子なんだ。
Oh, so he's a nice guy. That's good. That's an odd angle to use to compliment someone. Still, I swallow my comeback and nod. Acting fine about this is going to take some self-control.
見ての通り、あんまり喋れはしないんだけどね。
Oh, he can't actually talk.
人の言ったことを覚えてて繰り返したりするんだ。
Oh no. I could see the ending wackily. Oh, you mean like a parrot or a hill mina?
それと、楽しい時でも悲しい時でも、 人の気持ちを理解して歌を歌ってくれるんだ。
He can sing? Bruh. He sings? I can't find any words to respond anymore aside from dumbfounded repetition. He can't speak, but he sings. That sounds more like a bush warbler than a parrot. Or does he make sounds by rubbing his fur against itself like a cricket does with its legs? No, wait. I don't want to see that. Well, Miyabi-senpai grabs Shigeru from the air and holds him in front of her face.
しげる、レンのために何か歌ってくれるかな？
I'm expecting, you know, like... She lets him go and he turns to face me. Then he slowly floats over in front of me. No way, he actually understood what she said. What kind of song should I expect? Uh-oh.
美しいっぽい人生よ限りないぱい喜びよ
This is exactly the voice I wanted. Wow. That song was even originally sung by Shigeru Holy goddamn, Matsuzaki. Nice touch. He's singing it like a real pro. I don't really get the song choice, though. Add that to the list of things about this guy that makes no goddamn sense.
餌は朝晩に鉛筆の削りカスをあげると喜んで食べるから。
Pencil shavings? He likes that? That's not even food.
でも食べるから大丈夫。それで生きてきたし。
What if we give him actual food? How did you find out he eats pencil shavings? I have questions. These puffballs are just full of surprises, no doubt about that. Though it's entirely possible that Shigeru is okay with such a diet. But I can't get over this. Just another facet of weirdness in this already weird-ass dorm.
私がレン君のために戦ってたのに、全く見てくれてない。
This fluff ball is way more interesting than whatever the hell you guys are doing over there. Don't worry, I've been watching the whole time. And while we're at it, comment down a bit, okay? So our dorm's pet population grows by 1. What is this? What is this world? Here's to a beautiful life. Dude, he had that deep voice. I wanted it. I wanted it. Oh, yeah, this path is the best thing that's ever happened to me. And there are no cameras around to worry about either. Haha! It took a lot of bugging. It took a lot of bugging Tama trying to figure that out. I'm the last one to use it, so I don't have to cut my time here short for anyone else. Spreading my limbs and relaxing is exactly what I needed tonight. I still have questions about that fluff ball. There's nothing like having a bathtub where you can stretch your legs. Oh, god damn it. Don't even act surprised.
こんなところで会うなんて。
Maria tries so hard.
偶然だね、レン君。
Yes, very coincidental. Hint, wink, wink. Hint. Like hell, this is some coincidence, you idiot! Ruri has invaded my bath. I'm screaming inside. This is like a 100-mile-per-hour fastball in the face. My eyes are filled with the sight of her bare boobs.
いやー、まさかレン君が入ってるなんて。
She is not good at this. You liar! You already know the bathing order's been set in stone.
いやー、まあ、それはそうなんだけど。
Well, while I'm here.
そう。ちょっとお風呂の中に忘れ物しちゃったっていうかね。
You don't say that. Oh my god. If that were true, you could have waited for me to leave. And will you at least cover yourself? She goes beyond and being defenseless and crossed into aggressive territory. What in the world is going through this girl's head? Not having anywhere to safely look while facing her, I turned my back to her. Ugh.
とりあえず湯船入るね。
What? For now? Are you serious?
風邪ひいちゃうとあれだしさ。ね、
Alright, makes perfect sense to me. Get in. Oh, God. Waves make their way across the bathwater, passing around my still waist. What's happening to me right now? One moment I was unwinding in the bath, and the next I'm sharing the experience with Ruria. You know what? It could be a good night. This is all so sudden. I can't even wrap my head around how this happened.
うわ、うわー。このお風呂、めっちゃ気持ちいいよね。
Yeah, it'd be really nice if I had the bath alone.
レン君はもう体洗った？まだなら昔みたいに背中流してあげようか。ゴシゴシって。
Scrub-a-dub-dub. Ruria? Oh, God. Ruria's bravado has abruptly cut itself short. I take a deep breath, brace myself, and twist to face her again. Seriously, what were you planning by doing this?
どうって、その、
Oh, God, there's no cameras. I'm met with an awkward silence. For an instant, my eyes looked up and down Ruria's nude figure before I whipped right back around to look away. To be honest, I've always treated Ruria as the kid I grew up with. But now, here, I can't possibly stay cool with such a forceful display of her femininity. And my God, does she have a lot of it. No. I have to keep calm and stay rational. I splash water on my face in an attempt to clear the lewd thoughts from my mind. I inhale deeply one more time for good measure. Then I speak to Ruria, who's still somewhere behind me. Look, I realize you may have done this as some kind of joke, but don't you think this might be overdoing it? At least a little? I don't think it was a joke. With the sense of distance that's ordinarily between us, this wouldn't really faze me so much. However, this is just too much, I think. We may have grown up in a family-like relationship, but we're still a boy and a girl at the peak of our adolescence. Listen, there's a lot that could happen in this situation that probably should and...
冗談じゃ
Yep,
ないもん。
yep, see? I already knew. So I'm sorry? What do you mean you're not joking? I unconsciously turn around. Ruria steadily approaches me, loudly displacing water as she walks.
冗談じゃないって言ったんだよ。
The words I would use to respond are nowhere to be found. I can't answer. I can tell how much closer she is by the sound of her voice. Oh, my heart is pounding so hard that it might burst.
ねえ、レン君。こっち向いて。
Must resist. Hold on a sec. That's the one thing I shouldn't.
もうお湯に入ってるし大丈夫だから。こっち向いて。
Oh, she cuts me off with unexpected firmness. I can detect how serious Ruria is now, without even seeing it in her face.
ちゃんと顔見てくれなきゃ話さない。私だって勇気出してきたんだもん。
At least look at her. Oh, God. I can feel the determination in her voice. She puts her hand on my shoulder, and I let her turn me around.
やっと私のこと見てくれたね。
I'm greeted by the smile I'm used to seeing her wear. It catches me off guard, and all the tension leaves me. I let out the deep breath I'd been holding. I honestly don't understand what you're doing here, Ruria. That smile of hers betrays not an ounce of nervousness. I don an air of composure and meet her gaze.
えへへへ。私なりにいろいろと。
She pokes her tongue out at me like a mischievous child. She's so cute. Yes, she is. Shh. Unlike my usual attitude, all I can think about are are the various wonderful ways to describe this girl's face. My heartbeat, which I just started to calm down, begins to accelerate again. I can't keep looking at her like this. I'm far too embarrassed. Since when was Ruria this attractive? Always. And I'm not thinking this way because we're both naked. I feel like Ruria and I haven't spoken so frankly in a long, long time. Why would you go all this far all of a sudden? I put what I had meant to ask earlier into a complete sentence.
となく
Is that a good enough answer? Oh, come on. Since when could you do this on a whim? I immediately torpedo her reply. I've unconsciously started leaning against the stone behind me.
いや、そりゃ理由はあるって言えばあるんだよ。ただ、なんと言いますか。
Uh-huh. I'm waiting for the reason. Okay.
寂しかったんだもん。
Aw, come here. She pouts and fidgets, twirling her index fingers around each other. Lonely? Ruria, you're not a kid anymore.
子供じゃないけど、でも寂しいものは寂しいんだもん。
I mean, everyone feels lonely every now and then, you know? It's just...
レン君が他の子を構ってばっかで、私に構ってくれないから悪いんだもん。
Well, I couldn't help that. The game dictated all that. I don't have choices yet. Maria splashes the water loudly with her hands as she finally voices her loud complaint. Or her loud complaint. You know what? It is, pretty much. Well, I already knew she had a selfish streak, I guess. But I suppose I could also say that this is as natural as Ruria gets. Her frustration must be genuine.
レン君ってば、今までは私のものだったのにさ。エミちゃんとか、アルちゃんとか、ユウちゃんとか、みやび先輩とか。アマツさえ、タマちゃんにすらデレデレしちゃってさ。
I feel like Hold on, I don't even know which part of that to object to first. To begin with, I've never belonged to Ruria, so to speak. And while I admit I find everyone living here cute, I have no memory whatsoever of acting that way toward Tama-chan. Nope. As a person and as a man, I will never stoop to that level. Until you do her route, then it's all over.
今日のお買い物の時は、前みたいでテンション最高潮だったのにさ。その分、帰ってきてからのギャップに、ズギャーンと落とされたわけですよ。乙女心が。レン君はほんとずるい、超ずるい。
I don't know how fairness plays into this. She puffs her cheeks in vexation and looks aside. I have no idea what she means. I spent the entire evening preparing dinner. I had hardly any time for socializing. Aside from my Shiguru caretaking lesson, anyway, but that doesn't really count. That was weird. So now I'm not sure how to handle Ruria's jealousy. I doubt she has any ill intent, but still. Even if that were the case, it's no reason to take such extreme measures, is it? You're a girl. I'm a boy. Think before you act, dummy.
だって、それは。
It's what she wants.
レン君と二人っきりでお話できるところって言ったら、これしか思いつかなかったんだもん。ごめんなさい。
Aww. Maria looks downcast. With such a sincere sounding apology, I can't bring myself to admonish her anymore. And she did say it took some real courage to come out here. Guess I should give her some credit. I keep treating her like a naive little girl, but did she really feel so lonely that she'd resist her shyness to do this? It's not like a girl her age to escalate things so hastily. Though as my childhood friend, I guess that adds to her cuteness factor. Maybe I'm too easy on her sometimes. My lips curl into a wry smile. Okay, so, Ruria, I'll admit that the time I spend giving you attention may have grown shorter lately. Yeah, you know. But you're the only friend I have from when we were kids. And as you've said, you're the one who knows me best, right? So don't compare our relationship to what I have with the others. You're in your own special category in terms of how important you are to me. I gently rub Ruria's head. Aww. With that, the calm smile usually present on Ruria's face slowly returns.
本当に私は大事な幼馴染み？
Of course. Would I lie about that?
本当に私が一番レン君のこと知ってる？
We've been together since birth, remember?
ずっと一緒だもん。
Attached at the hip, some may say. She nods, looking like she's about to cry.
昔からずっと同じこと言ってくれるね。
Well, yeah. I mean, I've always felt that way.
私も何も変わってないや。
That smile hasn't changed a bit since we were kids. Same as our relationship, really. I mean, not that we're not conscious of each other at our age. But if Rory is happy with this status quo, all is well in my mind. In an effort to hide my embarrassment, I feign a stretch and look skyward.
すっきりした。
Oh, time to be hitting the old dusty trail.
レン君に思ってることぶっちゃけたらすっごくすっきりしちゃった。
Well, I see that happy-go-lucky attitude hadn't changed a bit either.
私は昔からこうだって知ってるでしょ。
True.
えへへ、知られちゃってるもんね。
She bobs with happiness over our agreement. She's just so damn innocent. Somehow, the feeling of dread from this situation has lifted. In fact, I'm actually rather enjoying the fact that she's here now.
せっかくだからさ、もうちょっとおしゃべりしてもいい？
Sure, I'm enjoying my time now.
その、もうすっかり婚約しちゃってるわけだし。
As long as we don't stay so long that you get dizzy, sure.
やった！勇気は出すものだね。レン君を独り占め。
No.
嬉しい！
Now hold on there. No monopolies. She jumps a little and slaps the water with her hands in glee. This childlike side of hers is simply adorable. I sink back down into the water and spread my limbs to relax. Okay, so there's something I've wanted to ask for a while. What exactly is the demon realm like? I still know hardly anything about it.
どんなところって言われても、私はこっち生まれのこっち育ちだからね。
I was about to say, wasn't she raised here? Like, how'd she know?
おじいちゃんとおばあちゃんのお家に遊びに行ったぐらいしかないんだよね。実は。
So you haven't even gone there on trips besides that, huh? Now that she mentions it, that makes sense to me. I don't think we've ever been apart very long. I had no idea that visiting Reika-san's parents' house had been such a long trip, though.
でも、昔からこっち側とはいろんな交流があるから、全然変わんないんだって。こっちでスマホが出れば魔界でも出るし、魔界でメイド喫茶ができればこっちでもできるって感じで。
They're all connected. Wait, maid cafes were originally from there? Business must be interesting in the demon realm if otaku culture is so developed over there.
あと、世界携帯だったら電波届くらしいよ。
Can you? Suddenly the demon realm doesn't seem so far out of reach. I still don't really understand where all this is located on the globe, though. Maybe it's somewhere on this planet after all? Not in some other dimension? It still doesn't feel quite real to me regardless. Come to think of it, Ruria, your whole name is Ruria Kiritani, but that sounds completely Japanese. Would you happen to have a different name from there?
おお、いいところに気がついたね。
I'm a smart cookie, what do you want?
魔族の名前のマナっていうのがあるんだけど、私はリリアーナナリー・アイゼンシュタットっていうの。
Holy shit. We are never saying that ever again. Wow, but it sounds really cool.
私はどっちも同じ名前だけど、そのあたりは好みで決めるみたい。
Sort of like how people take on different names when they go to live in another country? Do people do that? She has a point. Not switching names would definitely catch people off guard when they encounter the original one. It's funny to imagine a bank teller trying to pronounce Shutting down.
でもレン君にはこれからもリリアって呼んでほしいな。
I know. I'll keep calling you that. It's fine.
私はレン君にとっては大事な幼馴染のリリアだから。
Oh, true. Yeah, I was thinking the same. Succubus, Ditz, Airhead, or whatever. Doesn't change our relationship.
レン君、
Damn. Her cheeks lift in delight.
私結構本気でポンコツなの気にしてたんだ。だってサキュバスは魔族の中でも一番愛情深い種族のはずなのに、私がポンコツなせいで全然サキュバスらしいことができなくてさ。
You know, everyone's different. She holds her hands against her chest and looks up pensively. After a deep breath, she lowers her eyes again to look at me.
でもレン君が私は私って言ってくれて本当に嬉しい。どうしようもなく本当に嬉しい。レン君、やっぱり大好きだよ。
Destroyed. Oh, yeah, I heard it. My heart starts beating with renewed vigor. I've heard her say those words before, but there's something about the way she just said them that makes my heart quicken. That was just so irresistibly cute. I can feel my face growing hot.
顔赤いよ。
Well, I don't really have anything to say to that.
レン君がそんなうろたえてるの珍しいね。
I can't.
でも私も今ね、死んじゃいそうなくらいドキドキしてるからわかるよ。私のドキドキ触って確かめてみる？
Oh boy. Her eyes are glistening again, more than when she first made me face her. She turns her gaze upward to mine, stars reflected clearly in those eyes. Touch and feel? I glance at her chest. Her breasts look so soft. They're floating gently on the surface of the water, as if inviting me to grasp them. Firmly grasp it. Feeling Raria's heartbeat means getting a handful of those, which never really made sense to me. Like, it's like a little up above the breast, isn't it? Like, why? You don't have to, like, grab boob and then you just suddenly feel the heartbeat of everything, every part of the... I've already had more than an eyeful of those bare beauties. So if you were to ask me if I wanted to touch them, of course the answer's yes. I want to fondle them and get a real taste of that softness for myself. But wait. Aha. Oh yes, I could feel your heart beating. How intriguing. No. That'd be wrong on so many levels. Wait, no, hold on a sec. I think we already established that jokes like that are off limits.
さっきから私の胸ずっと見てるくせに
I'm
往生際が悪い。
not denying nothing. I'm not trying to deny it, but there's just a level of decency to uphold here. Well, I can't defend myself. She hit the nail on the head. But even so, I can't just go along with this, can I? I can't just say, well, no way around it, can I? But that's the only response that comes to mind. I can't form any words.
レン君？
Ruria comes one step closer as I try in vain to come up with some excuse to say no.
レン君は私が立派なサキュバスになるのを助けてくれるんだよね。
Does this classify as helping?
そうじゃないと、レン君がここから追い出されちゃうって言ってたし。
Why do you gotta grab me by the balls figuratively? No, well, yeah, yes, you're not wrong, but there's no reason to just ignore the rules of what we should and shouldn't do.
だったらちょっと待って。私の心の準備にちょっとだけ時間ちょうだい。
Prepare for what? Hello? Oh, did she like she like spin around and she's just
私はサキュバスの娘、私はサキュバスの娘。できる、できる、やれる、やれる。ここでやらなきゃ女が廃る。気持ちの問題だ、頑張れ、私。
I can hear everything you're saying, Raria.
レン君、お手。
Oh, my hand? Like this? I obediently extend my right hand toward her.
じゃあ、はい。
She's just forcing it on her. Yep, in an instant, my hand is cupping Raria's boob. Huh? Wait, what? Holy shit, it's so soft. There's so much that her flesh is just poking out through the gaps of my fingers. I'd been fully aware of how well endowed she was, but I never really got a good idea of how just how massive they were.
私はレン君なら触られても構わないし。
Feel like the lewdness is gonna take over and you'll start screaming.
レン君が触りたいって言うならいつだって。
Ruria declares it with squared shoulders and a breathy, sexy voice. I detect a rather firm spot poking into my palm from her breast. Oh! Am I feeling what I think I am? Have Ruria's nipples become hard? Duh, because it's a goddamn bath. I gulp nervously. My entire body's growing hot. I can feel my pulse accelerating again several times over. Oh man, this is nuts. I can't really explain what I find so crazy about it, but that's the only complete thought that can run through the words. I can put into words right now. Let's just say it's so crazy that I can't even form a sentence. Oh. Her eyes are glazing over. Strained sighs escape her half-open mouth. My heart is a bass drum now. It's resonating with the sensation of her heartbeat, transmitting through my arm. I'm losing it. None of this can be dismissed as a mere joke between us anymore.
レン君のも大きくなってるね。
Natural reactions. It's fine. And so the plot thickens. Ruria's hand has made its way to my crotch. Whoa! Hold on there. For some reason, she didn't treat it gingerly as she did during the handy diddly incident we had before. She firmly grasped it. And she's become... Dude, this is spicy as fuck. She began to confidently caress it. Oh, Ruria, no!
これでおあいこだね。
This is an age restriction if I've ever seen one.
こないだはみんな一緒だったけど、今は私だけのものだから。
Steam version. Da, 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 da.
レン君、こっち来て。
Oh, okay. Oh no. Oh.
うわあ、すごいね。こんなに硬くなってる。
Hold on a second. Are the 8? Hold the goddamn phone. Are the H scenes in this fucking game? Are they actually in the game? Like the Steam edition? But you just don't see the it? And it's all the words? Bruh! I can't even. You guys know I can't have this full on scene. I can only show like this part. And it's over. I gotta skip it. Because if I don't, YouTube stabs everyone with swords and right through my chest and I die. I mean, it's age restricted, so whoop whoop, but, you know, I guess this is happening.
ここまでやっちゃったら、もうやっぱりこの後は。
Okay, so I feel like it doesn't show the full scene, but it shows a little bit of it. Dude, this Steam version is weird. It is off the charts. I was expecting absolutely no cut, no nothing. But I got, god damn it. Well, I get, if my theory was right about it showing the scene but not showing it, wouldn't it have showed the H scene at the very start that everyone kept talking about? Oh, whatever, it's fine.
あれなんか足が生まれたてのベヒモスみたいに
I don't, is that the demon version of a calf or a fowl? Or foal? Fowl? Fowl? I don't think or hesitate before I poke fun at Ruria's choice of words. Coming up with comebacks in such a short time is easy to do in the spell of clarity that follows an ejaculation, which in fact happened, because boob diddly. For the time being, I chose to hold Ruria up through her moment of feebleness. Well,
いやいやいやこれはなんぞ
a thin trail of blood runs from Ruria's nose. It flows down her chin, dripping onto her breasts.
なんじゃこりゃ
She...
大声出したら余計にフラフラと
And, well... Hey, don't go all limp on me like my penis! Ruria, get it together! Man, looking after you when you're naked is so hard in so many ways. Not like my penis anymore.
フェラッチをこう処女死しようとぜひもなし
That happened too, yes. Don't even.
レン君私の辞世の句ずっと覚えててねクック
No, no, no! If you had that much time to declare your last words, you're nowhere close to dying or anything! And now, after the fact, I wrap myself in a towel, trying to avoid looking at Ruria's body as much as possible, when what started as a simple confession turned into quite the lewd mess. Still, the period of clarity that followed with that last orgasm was damn near divine. I think I'll cherish that brief moment forever. What even is the Steam version anymore? I don't even... After trying to die... Oh... Fucking stupid. I just... God damn it. God, I guess we do gotta age restrict some shit, don't we? Not that age restriction bothers me or anything. It's just... It's... I was just surprised. I thought it was gonna cut out before even penis touching. Penis touching happened. No, it didn't happen. She just was cleaning it. Yeah, that's what happened. Totally what happened.